Oh. Oh. Understanding how vital contemplation is for us individually, for us as a community, we have been giving great importance to training and practicing in contemplation. Still, sometimes we may be unclear about why contemplate. We have completed 20 verses on contemplation, from 10 to 29. Why contemplate? So that the one who is wise, who is described at the end of chapter 2, that becomes our description, that we have that feeling. Share with me in the chat, what is the first, foremost, and final sign, quality of one who is wise, one who is enlightened? They are content. Good. Why contemplate? For contentment. Here too, we may be unclear. What is contentment? Our rishis have tried to share the magnitude of our nature being joy through the Upanishad. And they start this orientation by describing one who is young, noble, knowledgeable, disciplined, determined, strong. In summary, they are enjoying life. Can you visualize such potential? It's rare to find someone to whom all of these words apply to them. How much they're enjoying, 100 quintillion times is the nature of our nature. Yesterday, I don't think I was clear of the implication when it came to Prajapati or Bhagavan Brahma, using the same sequence 100 times. The joy of Bhagavan Brahma is the joy of Brahman or infinity. So 100 quadrillion is a 1 with 20 zeros. Please reflect on this. If you're one of the greatest humans in this world, but with no sense of infinity, that's 1 unit of joy. And now you add 20 zeros. That is the joy we will experience with following Brahman. Reviewing verse 29. Sarva bhutastamatmanam sarva bhutani chatmani. Our Upanishad teaches Dvitiyat vai bhayam bhavati. In duality, there is fear. In contemplation, we are trying to transcend this duality for there to be unity. And that's what's shared in the first line, where one feels themselves in all and one feels all in themselves. There is no duality. There is only oneness. You do not fear yourself. Feel the utility of not feeling fear with any being. I never grew up being associated or watching the Three Musketeers. Did you all watch the Three Musketeers? Were you a musketeer? Their slogan is all for one and one for all, correct? That's inaccurate in reference to Bhagavad Gita. It is one in all and then all in one. That is the learning format. More of this will come in the next verse. Ikshate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshanaha. This feeling is not by perception. Rather, it's by vision. See the differences just in language between sight and insight. Correct? One is perception, one is vision. Standing and understanding. You know that which is more authentic, more deep. Ikshate here means insight, understanding that more authentic and more deep than names and forms and qualities is Dhamma, existence awareness. This is all facilitated by jnana. Before you can contemplate, we have to have knowledge. Final thought before we continue. For this verse, Pujaswami Chinmayananda has written, is defined what religion is. He says religion is the science of self-perfection. The science of self-perfection. No name, no form, no quality can ever be perfect. However, one's Dhamma or nature can and is perfect. So religion is a science to be more authentic and deep. Pujaswami Tejomayananda said, dhyana is when we shift from the superimposition to the substratum. The superimposition, we have different names and forms. The substratum is one. The same thought is shared. In verse 30, but I'll try to explain why the same thought is shared. These details bring out more divinity. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sacha me na pranashyati. Yaha pashyati. Pashyati not with the eyes. The one who sees. Mam sarvatra. Sees me in all. That's the first quarter. Matching this with the second quarter. Sarvam cha mai pashyati. And sees all, that is sarvam, mai, in me. Do you see the similarities between verses 29 and 30? But there's a difference. In verse 29, the word Atma, or self, was the main point. In this verse, it is not Atma, it is Mam, which means Bhagavan, or God. The implication of this, the self is God. Isn't that what we're learning in Bhagavad Gita? Tattvamasi. That the Tvam, you, Asi are, Tat, which means divine. So that's why the change in words is really bringing out the teaching. And Sri Ramana has shared the same in Upadeshasara. Many of us have studied Upadeshasara together. He shares God realization is self-realization. A lot of reflection is needed on this orientation. So I'm giving you more ways to reflect on this. In chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita, we're actually going to make it. In this chapter, Shri Krishna shares his eminence. He shares how he is in all. That chapter is about vibhuti, how in all that is great, that greatness is because of him. Is everyone clear about that? Intellectually, at least. Then in chapter 11, the shift is from eminence to immanence. It's not the greatness of what's in the world. All of that greatness is in him. That is about not vibhuti, but virat, the source of that greatness. And there's such a beauty, perhaps subtlety in this messaging. We are strongly oriented towards duality. And that's why we like the idea of this oneness being in all. But with that orientation, we're still giving a reality to all. There's still that reality of different names and different forms and different qualities. We have to complete this journey where all of this is in the same Dhamma, the same Shri Krishna, for there to be no duality. If there is separation, there will be fear. Our journey, meaningful mornings, the completion of this is no fear, not even the possibility of fear. So start by seeing yourself in all, but end by seeing all in yourself. Reflect on this. This teaching will come up again because Prince Arjuna has not understood it fully. Vivek has not understood it fully. So Shri Krishna is compassionate. He'll teach this more. And very much personalizing this. Tasyaham na pranashyami. For one who is contemplating, for them, I, that is Shri Krishna, na pranashyami, I am never destroyed, but more practically, I am never lost. For the one who is contemplating, they never lose Shri Krishna. Practically, as I've shared with all of you, we have to go from dharma to sat dharma to Bhagavata dharma. Now, if you're following Bhagavata dharma, Dharma means that which integrates. If you're living like this, you will be integrated into Bhagavan. Makes sense, yes? If I'm living by Bhagavata Dharma, how can I ever lose track of Bhagavan? It is not possible. Does that describe you? Are there parts of your day where you forget about Bhagavan? One more point about Bhagavata Dharma. Who has taught this? Shri Krishna himself has taught Bhagavata Dharma. Who did he teach it for? Avidusha. Vidusha means one who is knowledgeable. Avidusha, one who is not knowledgeable. We don't have to know all of the verses of Bhagavad Gita. We don't have to know Sanskrit. That is not the point of Meaningful Mornings or this journey. Avidusha, the one who doesn't know all of this, but wants to be joyous. So Shri Krishna has given the most universal way to do that. Bhagavata Dharma. Keep him in your head, in your hearts, in your hands. Sachamena pranashyati. And now this is being internalized. It's a matching statement. For the contemplator, they never lose Shri Krishna. And here Shri Krishna is guaranteeing that I never lose the contemplator. Shri Krishna never destroys the contemplator, never loses them. And this is so obvious, actually. In this chapter, the word atyandam has come many times. The etymology of atyandam, ati means extreme. Andam, inside. The most authentic and deep facet of you is Shri Krishna. That can't be lost. That's the center. Everything else can be lost. This is all felt by ahamdaya, I. This sense of being is Shri Krishna. You can't lose that. You never have, you never will. You just don't know it enough yet. And that's why we're contemplating to internalize Shri Krishna, that he's not just one with blue skin. He's not just one whom people love. He is you. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Oh. Appreciate. Relax. enjoy, chant. Inquire. Visualize all the people you are living with or living near. Every one of these beings would have a sense of being. Being, that is existence, awareness, is expressed as beings. Humans, animals, plants. Being can never be destroyed or lost, even when being expressed through beings like you, like me. The sense of being in a being is I. The sense of I is the first, foremost, and final facet of who you are. It is who you are. Inquire intensely into this sense and try to visualize, wouldn't that same sense in you be the same sense in me? I feel I, you feel I, she feels I, he feels I, they feel I, it feels I. The expression of being in beings is the same. Sama, eka. In our maps, being expressed through beings. The word used is mam, capital M, me, Bhagavan, divinity. In the same map, the expression of being is deepened from the expression to the original being, the substratum. The word used then is Atma. Brahman, infinity. Infinity never loses you. Contemplation is never losing infinity. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.